Hello everyone, T-Man978. Right now I'm going to be taking a look at Marvel Legends series, Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Gamerverse, Kingpin, from, that game right there. It's in a nice new package, new style of packaging. They've been using this for like a year. Here is the read-up right here, if you want to pause and read that. I like this. I like these new boxes, and he feels heavy and almost like he can't even be contained in there. And he just looks awesome in there. I haven't opened it yet, but hopefully he still looks awesome outside of it. This is one, I like this packaging so much, I can understand why people keep stuff mint in box. Unlike some of the other ones though, this came in a shipper from Amazon. Yes, they shipped it in the shipper, and it actually had this tissue paper in there. That's rare. But it still has some scuffage on there when you really look at it. So I like the effort they put into it, but it ultimately didn't work. Oh yeah, while I'm still rambling in front of a box that's not open yet, sorry. This was sent to me by Junkie on Crafts and Builds. After I review it, I'm going to give it to him tomorrow. Here is Kingpin and his accessories out of the package. He has a secondary head sculpt, 2 optional hands, one for holding that cane, another more graspy type hand that has, is that his wedding ring on it? He has a band on that finger right there. It's not on the wedding finger. Let's see. Nope. I believe he's married in the game. I can't remember. And he definitely has this cane right here. Zoom in on my hand. Has that, come on you. Has that jewel. Right there. The painted detail right there. And yeah, it is this tall next to him. So he can, in fact, put it on the ground if he wants. Here's the only other Spider-Man Gamerverse thing I have in this room. Maximum Spider-Man, but as you can see right here, this is a huge guy, deluxe figure. I'm not sure what the MSRP is, but if it's over $39.99, probably too much. Here are 2 Jada Toys deluxes right there. Here's Nemesis Immortal and a regular G.I. Joe character right there. Nemesis Immortal is a deluxe figure. And keep in mind, some of these other deluxe figures that I'm showing have way more points of articulation than this. But yeah, it would technically be in line with those deluxe Jada Toys because it comes with pretty much the same type of accessories. 2 extra hands, another head, and some type of weapon or effects type piece. But I definitely wanted to get the comparisons out of the way. Let's look at him. Here's this face that looks really, really good. Something about looking at the image on the box, it's the neck. The way the neck looks in the game, there's like no separation between the actual head and the neck. It's almost like it's one solid part. They could have done that and gave you less articulation, but they didn't do that. But you see this tie? It's actually painted all the way down, and zooming in, it almost looks like his suit is actually textured. But I really like that, but I'm not going to be able to show you so much under here. But that tie is painted, and he does have on suspenders under there. The top of the belt right here, or the belt buckle, that's painted. But yeah, I'm glad I zoomed in, because it does look like fabric. The texture and the suit does look like fabric. But once I saw that fully painted tie, and he does have the suspender detail going up here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you can kind of see up in there more. Let's see if you can see the tie. Yeah, there's the bottom of the tie. I just gave myself extra work. Well, as I was saying, now that I've seen the bottom of that tie, or seen that he has a bunch of detail underneath of this jacket, I almost wish that it was even more deluxe and he came with extra arms that were sleeveless. or not sleeveless, like rolled up at the elbow right here. That would have been cool. Here's the detail on the shoes. I believe this is using the retro card Kingpin body. Some of it, like maybe the jacket a bit, but I know the head is different and some other things are different. I'll let you look at that. I don't really care too much. This is Kingpin from the game. Here he is actually holding this cane like a cane. So that's cool that you can do that. Here he is holding it with this hand. And you notice that I changed the face, right? Have you ever been trying to pose a figure? Like I can get this right here. Like I was having him trying to like hold that. And then as soon as I move my hands, it like shifts away. That drives me up the wall. Articulation. The dumbbell has a lot of range, so he can bring his head forward a lot. You can bring it back. They tried to cut out in the back so he can look up, but the more you go up, the more you're going to be popping his head up. But that's a good range for him. So when Spider-Man's jumping over his head or something, the shoulders can go out that far, which isn't 90 degrees. So you'll have to like hold his arm out like that if you want it outward 90 degrees, but it's still forward. You can rotate, of course. It's ratcheted, feels like a Build-A-Figure. Rotate right here. Elbow bends, basically 90 degrees. All the hands are horizontal. They move inside of there, only hindered by the cuff. You have like a diaphragm joint type situation underneath of here. You can rock forward. You can rock back, like a lot, really. You can tilt to the side. No, I didn't show that his head can go to the side, left and right, and of course rotate. And the legs can kick out that far, which isn't far. They can kick back a bit, kick forward, not even 90. Let me not lie. Here we go. Here we are. Almost like 90 degrees. You get a thigh rotation. The knee bends. Almost 90 degrees. You get an ankle rotation. The foot can kick back some. Then it can kick forward. And you get ankle pivot. And here's the bottom of the feet. Now, this material is pliable, but not crazy pliable like the jacket. But anyhow, I think he's cool. You're not gonna get crazy dynamic. If you try, you can get him into some actiony punching poses. So there you are. He is not that dynamic, but I don't know how dynamic you want Kingpin to be. Now, he was fighting Spider-Man in the video game, like very viciously at the beginning of the game, so yeah. Only thing you can do with that, or one of the things you can do that besides punching, is he does have this grippy hand. That'll be the last thing I'll show. Hold on. I am capable of getting him to do this. Right there. I did have to flex the hand, so yeah. He won't be holding this for a second until it goes back into shape. But I was able to do this. I was trying to get his hand around his neck, but his hands are entirely too big for that. But there you are. Anywho, he is what he is. If you want a Kingpin, he definitely fits the Kingpin aesthetic. Like I said, it's not all that posable, but you pretty much already knew that going in, because he's so big, and they previously had a Kingpin, so yeah. I like him. He's cool. And like I said, he is cool mint in box as well. Anywho, thank y'all for watching this. Link in the description. If I find him on Amazon, he should be on there. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really